You're listening to LOA Recon with the Good Vibe coach Jeanette Ma, where we dissect the ins and outs and the art and science of conscious creation, all intended to amp up your manifesting game. Let's have some fun together. All right, a lot of people, when they start their manifesting process, wonder, how long is this supposed to take? When should they be expecting results? And the answer to that question is that it depends. It depends on you as far as how long it takes you to get to a place of expectation, of believing or even knowing that what you want is going to happen. Because once you get to that place, it's practically a done deal. You'll see it happening before your very eyes. Universe moves really quickly once we get that kind of energy flowing. But getting to that place of expectation, where we're acclimating, we're getting used to the idea of having what we want, it can take a minute or two. It depends on who it is and what you want, how big it feels. But I think that's worth being patient about, being patient with yourself, not being patient with the universe, but being patient with yourself in creating that kind of acclimation. You're just getting used to the idea of having what you want. And again, when we're choosing something really big to manifest, and it's so only big to us, to someone else it might be easy peasy. But if it feels like a big thing for you, it might take a minute to get on board with the idea of having it. So I think it's worth being patient with yourself. But here's how you can know whether you're making progress. If your manifesting practice has you feeling better as a result of engaging it, right? Like if you're doing your visualization and you feel excited after you do it, or if you're writing in your Pray Rain journal and it makes you more hopeful or optimistic, or anything that gives you a stronger expectation, right? That feeling is the first manifestation. That's an Abraham teaching, that the first result is how you feel. So if you are doing a manifesting process that makes you feel better, you're on the right track. And if yours doesn't, you probably want to play with something else, because vibration management is the name of this game. Finding a way to feel better, or to feel now how you would feel then, that's what it's all about. So I often tell people, though, that if you're doing that, right, if you're engaging some sort of vibration management practice that you're actually enjoying, that you're feeling better for engaging, that it doesn't take long to start seeing physical 3D results. Like I tell people, 2 weeks on the outside. And for a lot of people, it's more a matter of days, if not hours. And I'm not talking about the full-blown manifestation, but signs that it's unfolding. Sometimes that's called driftwood, right? Or signs of land. It's just evidence from universe that you're lined up, it's starting to happen, things are unfolding, full steam ahead. Keep doing what you're doing because it's working. So some of us, though, we miss those signs, or we see them and we get upset because it's not the full-blown manifestation, right? Like if we were manifesting financial abundance and we find $1 in the laundry, some people just get frustrated with that instead of celebrating it as, hey, look, it's happening. I'm plugged in. I'm on the right track. Woohoo. Okay, so sometimes it's that we're not seeing the evidence, but other times it's that we just really aren't as aligned as we think we are. So the thing is, here's some examples. I remember. What I wanted to manifest was clarity. I was looking at a house and I liked what I saw, but I wasn't sure, is this my house or not? I didn't know for 100% sure. It felt right, but I wanted confirmation from universe. I wanted clarity. So I asked universe to show me a sign, and I practiced that feeling of certainty, that clarity, that knowing, one way or another. I didn't care whether it was it or not. I just wanted to know, is this it or not? So I could feel comfortable moving forward, either saying yes or no to this house that I was considering. So I asked for a sign from universe. I practiced the feeling of clarity, and then I left. I was on my way home from looking at this house, and it was out of town. It was a ways away from where I lived, and kind of in the boonies. And one of my concerns about moving to the middle of nowhere was, where will I buy my kombucha tea? You can't get that from Amazon. It's got to be refrigerated. So that was on my mind. There were some other things on my mind as well. Like, I'm not sure this is right for me or not. So I'm in the car on my way home, and I had asked for the sign and practiced the feeling of clarity. Even though I wasn't clear, I just practiced the feeling like I was. And I stopped at a little store, the only little store in town. I mean, this town doesn't have red lights, you guys. There's a few stop signs. That's it. And one little village market. And I stopped there to go grab something to eat for the trip home. And as I walked through the door, the display, right as you walk through the door, I turned to the right, and there's a refrigerated display full of my kombucha tea. My brand, my favorite flavors were right there. Okay, there couldn't have been a stronger sign. I got it immediately. Okay, that was a pretty fast manifestation, right? Like literally within minutes. But on the other hand, the whole process of manifesting this dream place to live, that one has been in the works for a while. That certainly was not minutes. That was even more than months. That's probably been a couple of years that I've been house hunting, and I've been doing it on and off. What I've been looking for has changed over time. I was looking for something like in a traditional neighborhood, and that evolved. So I was eventually looking for something quite a bit different than I started off looking. But the whole process of it, you could call it a much longer manifestation. And I know people who manifest their dream house like on a dime. It happens fast. I think Esther has a really cool story of that. But some take longer than others, and that's because some experiences are a little more challenging for us to get on board with, right? To be willing to receive. And that's not a function of how long it takes the universe to put it together for you. It's a function of how long it takes you to get aligned to it. So that's really what dictates how long it's going to take. But what's important here is that we not be dependent on results in order to feel good. We want to be able to truly enjoy the process, right? Enjoy our way there, because if you aren't having a good time on the way there, you're not going to like it when you get there. The way Abraham says that is, unhappy journeys don't have happy endings. So no matter how long it takes, first of all, you're going to speed things up if you will enjoy the process, like practice appreciating your present reality, or you can appreciate in advance what your future reality is going to be. Just somehow, some way, you want to get into a state of enjoyment or happiness right here, right now, rather than waiting for the manifestation in order to feel that way. That'll not only speed up your results, but it'll make them much more satisfying once they get there. So I hope you found something helpful in this. Thanks for listening, and happy manifesting, everyone.